it? Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. He was brought down.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it's going to be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Jones pass.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
To 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate.
Jones pass.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards. And the Giants' 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Taking it in from the 20. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who were blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Josh Doxson's got it complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
44-yard line.
Here's Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Darnold's pass, incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their 1st drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Pass complete to
Touchdown, Giants.
New York.
Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
14.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Darnold, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Daniel Jones.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Right at the line of
No gain on the play there. Second down.
2nd and 10.
Jones to throw on second down. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He's brought down by Jabril Peppers.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
21-0 our score after one.
Score Giants 21, Jets nothing.
Flacco looking for his first toss. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
For the Jets.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. All right, let's discuss Dion Lewis as he gets set to go again. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
3-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's brought down at the 31.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now McCoy. Coleman, the first down and a little extra. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down. Here's McCoy. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Cody Core there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he's able to put it through. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wildly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
A gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 17, McCoy sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Back to throw. McCoy. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Levine Toilolo there to make the grab. And the Giants just continue to pour it on.
Lining up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Joe Flacco and the offense heading back out onto the field. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Got a man, it's Barrios complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 19 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives them the first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On 1st down, McCoy. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Levine Toilolo, the tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. McCoy. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants have got it on cruise control.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Caught here by Griffin. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Braden Mann now, as he's on to punt for New York. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute, as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose, as we get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack on first down, Flacco throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough, and now 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, just like last play.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Giants' 1st down.
I'm here all day. I'm here all night. 18. Mike 51.
Throwing on 1st down. McCoy. The throw caught by Core. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
New York.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Catch number 100 for his. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Point after now from Catanzaro.
For the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a Dion Lewis touchdown run. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Flacco looks to throw. Short pass caught by the tight end Griffin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
2nd and 5 at the Giants' 45-yard line.
From the gun, Flacco able to connect with Mims. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Brings up
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I see.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Vincent Smith, 38 yards. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now, Dion Lewis to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Complete.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
25 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup, and that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. On second down now. It's Lewis, and he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 29. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
To throw on third down, McCoy. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
McCoy's pass incomplete. Intended.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
3-yard attempt.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
Jets 14.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And this showing really not a good one on either side of the ball, but still 3 more preseason games to follow and a lot to play for here for the guys on the field now as they're hoping to secure that roster spot. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
A gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation...
He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Corey Coleman ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that will extend this big lead.
Jets 14.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. And certainly this not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is incomplete here. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Stays on his feet. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. They can't corral him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The first play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the gun, McCoy throwing deep here for Coleman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
He's across midfield. To
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 27. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
16-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New York.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They run with Lewis out of the gun. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Denzel Mims.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's Mims. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Tonight's final
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.